I'm Alex. Welcome to the Sypnotix, and today we're going to talk about a mechanical keyboard that is super affordable and surprisingly really good. It's actually a very decent, good-looking keyboard. I'm going to call this the Magic Refiner MK31, and the reason I'm going to say I'm going to call this that is because it's from a Chinese company. I don't think Magic Refiner is the company's name. It might go by a couple of different company names, but Magic Refiner is what it says on the box, so we're going to call it the Magic Refiner MK31. The thing that makes this keyboard immediately unique is the body. It's a translucent body. It's a popular trend in mechanical keyboards, especially for gaming companies to do this now. And I do think this looks great, especially because it does fill this space in the budget sector. There is absolutely no contrast on this design and color scheme. So that's really cool that this Magic Refiner is just a uniform body with uniform keycap colors. Everything is the same exact color scheme. The frame, the keycaps, and the body, everything is translucent by design. This uniform appearance just looks so clean on my desk. I purchased the black model, and they do have a fully clear model. But I do think this black model looks terrific when the RGBs are on and all the patterns and colors are going by. It just looks terrific. While the RGB colors and patterns are pretty generic and pretty standard of what we normally see on any type of gaming keyboard, it does feel highlighted and actually feels cooler because of this translucent design, and we'll take a look at that in a second. It's easy to read the keycap letters in the dark due to those RGB beaming through those keycaps. I also like the yellow greenish lettering that matches the kind of two-sword bullseye logo in the color scheme. It's a very clean look. It's a 65% mechanical keyboard, so there are 66 keys on this board. It gets to this number by including a insert and delete key underneath the volume knob. They're spaced apart from the main keys relatively comfortably so that it doesn't feel too claustrophobic. I do like how there's plenty of space between the keys and also distribution of the spacing here. Directional keys are also provided on this MK31, making it really functional for basically all your keyboard needs. Speaking of the volume knob, I do like the contrast of material, the built material from this and the rest of the keys. So everything is plastic here except for that volume knob. It is like a cool chamfered aluminium that feels really nice to touch and click. Now for the switches, I've never used this whatever they call linear ice white switch before. This is the first time I've used linear ice white switches, but they sound very similar to, I guess, a Gateron switch that I've had on other keyboards that I've owned. If the default configuration, however, doesn't feel or sound to your liking, the great thing about these types of boards is that it is hot swappable between a 3 and 5 pin switch for a variety of different compatible products that you can use. But for this configuration with these default switches that are included for the MK31, I did like it. It was an overall enjoyable experience. There's not a whole lot of feedback in combination of pressing these switches on these crystal shell caps. Now, there are three typing angles the MK31 can achieve. Two of them are from the propped up adjustable feet in the rear panel. Even the flat position on the desk without the feet propping it up is pretty comfortable to type on. It has a certain elevation on the back due to the bulk of the board being elevated away from the body. While I'm a big fan of this translucent look from an aesthetic preference, as you can imagine, the material does lead to some truly unruly scenes if left uncleaned. Just imagine, grimy fingerprints, dust, all of that attracts onto this keyboard. This is as glossy of a plastic material as you can possibly have on a keyboard. So it's especially true with this black color that I have. One really pleasant surprise that came with this purchase was an aviator cable. It's a coil cable at that. It's not the highest quality cable out there, but it is really nice to have an aviator cable included in a purchase. I know a lot of people buying this, it might be actually their first aviator cable because it's actually included with the keyboard. So at the end of the day, there's a lot to like about this MK31. This Magic Refiner keyboard is just It provides good value. It types really well. It looks really nice. It's not clean if you don't clean it, but it's clean to look at if you keep it clean, if that makes sense. So that's basically its downfall. Because of its kind of aesthetic uniqueness and also the material, you do have to keep it clean or else it does look really dirty. Once again, I'm Alex from the Sypnotix. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button if this video helped you in your decision. If you're interested in this keyboard, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.
The other day, my house was leaking, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do about this. I'm a tech guy. I only know tech, so how do I fix that? And then you subscribed, and it fixed it, so thank you.